Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a young boy named Max. The village was filled with the rich scent of wildflowers and fresh grass, and the sound of birds singing in the trees. Every day, Max walked to school along a path lined with tall trees that rustled in the breeze, their leaves shining in the sunlight. Max had always dreamed of having a pet dog, a loyal companion who would share in his adventures and keep him company during the long days. However, his parents were always too busy with their work to take care of a pet, and their small home didn't have enough space for one. Despite his disappointment, Max remained hopeful that one day his dream would come true. One afternoon, on his way home from school, he stumbled upon a small, scruffy dog wandering alone on the streets. The dog looked lost and scared, and Max's heart went out to him. He cautiously approached the dog and offered him a treat from his lunchbox. The dog gratefully accepted the treat, and wagged his tail in appreciation. Max felt a connection with the dog and decided to take him home. As he picked up the small, scruffy dog, he felt the soft fur under his fingers and the warmth of the dog's body. He could smell the dog's musky scent, and it filled him with a sense of comfort and joy. When he showed the dog to his parents, they were hesitant at first, but eventually, they gave in to Max's pleas. The dog was small and scruffy, but he had a bright and curious personality that quickly won over Max's parents. They agreed to let Max keep him, and he named the dog Lucky. Lucky quickly became Max's constant companion, following him everywhere he went. He was always eager to please and would wag his tail excitedly whenever Max came home from school. Max could feel Lucky's warm breath on his face, and he could hear the soft sound of Lucky's paws on the ground as he followed him around. Lucky was a faithful and loving companion, and Max felt grateful to have found such a loyal friend. He could feel the softness of Lucky's fur under his fingers as he scratched behind his ears, and he could smell the scent of fresh grass and sunshine on the dog's coat as they played together in the fields. However, one day, when Max came home from school, he realized that his favorite toy was missing. It was a small wooden toy car that he had made himself, and it held a great deal of sentimental value for him. Max searched high and low for the toy, but it was nowhere to be found. He asked his parents if they had seen it, but they hadn't. Max began to suspect that Lucky had taken the toy. He had seen the dog playing with it earlier that day, and he couldn't shake the feeling that Lucky was hiding something from him. Max felt hurt and betrayed, as he had trusted Lucky, and believed that he would never lie to him. Days passed, and Max still couldn't find his toy. One afternoon, while playing in the park with Lucky, Max noticed that the dog was playing with a toy that looked suspiciously similar to the one that was missing. Max's heart sank as he realized that Lucky had indeed taken his toy. Max felt angry and hurt, but he knew that he had to confront Lucky. He sat down next to Lucky and said, "Lucky, I know you took my toy. I'm not angry anymore, and I won't be mad if you tell me the truth. I just want to know where it is." Lucky looked up at Max with big, sad eyes, and then slowly got up and led Max to a nearby bush. He pawed at the leaves and twigs until he uncovered the missing toy car. Max was overjoyed to have his toy back, but he was even more grateful that Lucky had finally told him the truth. Max realized that Lucky had taught him an important lesson: honesty is always the best policy. Even though it may be difficult to tell the truth sometimes, it is always better than lying or hiding things from the people you love. He also realized that dogs are incredibly loyal and honest animals, who possess qualities such as loyalty, honesty, and unconditional love. From that day on, Max and Lucky's friendship grew stronger, and Max knew that he had found a true friend in Lucky. He also learned to appreciate the many qualities that dogs possess and the valuable lessons they can teach humans. The two continued to share many adventures together, always with honesty and trust as their guiding.